Hello everyone, this is Flammy. Welcome to episode 15. Today we're going to be doing another defense review, looking at some recent attacks on my base. And I think in some of the future episodes we're also going to be looking at some other possible redesigns. So we've had a couple attacks recently. We're getting up in the trophy count, so that's probably to be expected. More competitive players, more active players, so you'll get attacked more often with serious attacks. Uh, let's see what we got here. So I think this one, yeah, this one's the first one right here at the bottom with one wall breaker and 13 giants. So I can't actually review this because it's been 14 hours and the review is no longer available. That sort of sucks. I think they just cut it off when they get too much data. Um, we won, as you can see. I can't tell what percentage we won at because I can't view the replay. One wall breaker and 13 giants though. No resources stolen. Sort of to be expected, though. The way that wall breakers and giants work is if either of them were going to ever steal any resources, they'd have to completely destroy all of our defenses and walls first, respectively. And they didn't, so they didn't steal any resources, so plus 19 free trophies for that. Okay, one waste of a guy here. Mac is just lowering his trophy count. Okay, this is sort of interesting. And this is a pretty good lesson as well. So, I mean, at first glance, you might think that this is just someone losing trophies as well, but the fact that they used wall breakers to do so, which are expensive and slow to train, means that they were actually planning on attacking, but they gave up when their wall breaker attack failed. So I would guess that these wall breakers either detonated on buttress walls or were shot down by turrets, or a combination of both. And at that point, the person decided to cut their losses and stop attacking then. And this is a really good decision on their part. I don't know what the rest of their army composition was like, but if you're ever in a situation when you're attacking someone and you're like, okay, this is my plan. I'm going to use my wall breakers here, break open this wall, giants come in next, or barbarians come in next, whatever it might be, and then the wall breakers don't work out at the beginning, don't just continue for the sake of continuing. Just take the loss there, like retrain those four wall breakers. That's a very cheap, relatively expense to throwing away the rest of your army on an attack which has already half failed, and you're having to sort of improvise from there. Like really think about like if I deploy the rest of my stuff now, will it actually work? We're gonna load this up and just see how the wall breakers actually failed. Like I said, it's probably going to be buttress walls or being shot down. So okay, two on the buttress walls. And then he continued on up, and one gets shot down. So, yep, that was it. Two died on the buttress walls, one got shot, and then one detonated, but he decided not to continue after that failure. So you can see he looks at it for like 15 seconds here. You can see from the counter, and is like, okay, no longer going to try for this base, and gives up. So yeah, I definitely respect that decision, and that's definitely a good one. If you're in this a similar situation where your initial plan fails, just take a hard look at whether the remaining units are going to cut it. Don't just attack for the sake of attacking. Okay. I also have a shield right now, so you can probably guess that I lost one of these coming up. Actually, no, I didn't. Oh, that'll be interesting. I'll talk to that when I get there. Okay, this next attack, this level 23 guy. We've got 18 level 2 giants, 13 archers, and 2 balloons. And once again, clan castle guys. Has stolen nearly no resources. Maybe 400-ish. Curious to see how he uses his balloons. I have not spectated this attack. It's certainly interesting to attack me with balloons when I've got anti-air, but we'll see. So, massed up. That many giants will go through the wall very quickly, as you saw. I expect he'll get a pretty high percentage. Ooh, wow, that was a lot of. Both of the spring traps got 3 each, I think. He did deploy his clan castle down here. Those are level 5 archers, the ones that are in green and firing the pink, purple glowing arrows. Sort of fire-ish arrows. In case you're curious. The animations do, or the graphics do change depending on the upgrade level. I mean, this is sort of a good lesson of giants. Like you might think, especially at the beginning, that they are the best unit out there. It's like they cost a lot, they take a lot of supply, but they got a ton of health. I mean, like what's not to love? Actually, this was really good deployment of the balloons in this guy's part. The only problem is the archers here are going to kick his ass. I can tell you that already. The giants in, yeah, right there. Archers are going to town on the balloons. Looks like there's 2 of them stacked up, and they're both dead now. Okay, so let me talk about this. This was actually pretty smart. I do want to have one complaint about his army composition, but I'll come back to that. So he did a really good job of spending his giants to get rid of all the anti-air. So he only deployed once this was nearly down, which is the last archer tower. He didn't really take into consideration the fact that the archers were about to clean up the giants, but that's alright. I don't like his army composition, as I was mentioning. That many giants means you can't have that many other things, so I'm not sure what his rest of his army composition was like, but you're going to need to have more DPS. I'm guessing there was none or almost none in terms of other units, so you're going to need damage to collect resources or just damage buildings if you want to get those 2 or 3 stars. Because even if those balloons had survived, so for example if I didn't have clan castle reinforcements, you were going to have a very hard time destroying all the buildings with just 2 balloons and 2 giants left over, which is what he would have had. So what I would have done was I would have had about 10 goblins and 2 less giants. In that case, you would have seen he wouldn't have actually managed to take me out, but several things conspired against him, like the spring traps. He didn't predict those, and he lost 6 giants. If he hadn't lost those 6 giants, he would have been in a much better off situation. But I do like how he deployed his balloons. That was a good timing on that part. And I don't like how many other units he had. I'm actually gonna go spectate his base and see if he's got a trained army right now, and see if he likely had anything else. So the archers all came out of the clan castle, but he just 18 and 2. So let's visit and see if he's got a trained army. Good, he's got a trained army. Yeah, exactly. So he's currently at 14 and 2. But if you add 4 more giants, he'll be maxed out. So 18 and 2 is absolute maximum. Yep, don't like that at all. If you're doing that strategy, I would recommend cutting down maybe 2 giants or maybe 1 giant and 1 balloon. I'm a fan of running 1 balloon because it lets you take advantage of bases which have poor air defense or the situations where you take out the air defense early. Okay, let's pull up the last one. Okay, this guy did a bit better. So this is more goblin raids, you can tell. Not the majority of his army, but nearly half of his army is goblins, with 44 of them. Beyond that, he's got 41 archers, 2 giants, and wow, 15 wall breakers. Well, this should be interesting. Okay, I'm interesting how he's going to use each wall breakers. With that many deployed, I expect he's going to use them poorly, as in not putting down other units to distract first. Yeah, exactly. Wow, this is like... Okay, of all those wall breakers, they managed to break through the wall up here and here. I think they might have damaged it somewhere else, but that was interesting. Good job throwing down the giant to distract from this guy. Unfortunately, all the goblins are about to eat the mortar. Ooh, they moved on in time. That was sort of lucky. All these goblins should go for this guy next, just because it's the next closest, and I'm sure they're going to break in. That many goblins actually have pretty high DPS against walls. Yeah, despite taking 1 big mortar hit, they're all going to die in the next one, but they got a good amount of resources first. Pretty well played there. Mortar's going to do work against these archers. It's just one. It's at high enough level, and the archers at low enough level is just going to one-hit anything they see. As you can see, the clan castle guys are going to chase out anyone. Okay, as you can see here, we're at 43% on the top left, and he loses last unit right there. So this guy came pretty close to technically winning. I mean, the other guy with the giants, like, I would say did a much more thorough job of gutting my base, because he took out all the defenses, but he didn't do as many buildings destroyed, which is how you get your first stars, just straight up 50% of the buildings. So he got 43. We got our 12-hour shield when we hit 40%, so we fortunately there got a shield without actually losing, which is always a nice little win. Okay, critiquing this guy's attack. Okay, I'm not sure why he would use so many wall breakers to start with, regardless of the fact that he deployed them in a terrible, terrible way. I don't think you ever can justify having 15 guys, or 14, or whatever it was, guys as wall breakers in your army. It's just not needed. Maybe 8. Like, I typically run with 4. Or maybe if they're unupgraded at the time, I'll go up to 6 if I have to use like 3 to get through walls that I'm attacking into. Okay, so 1, don't run with that many guys. 2, the way he deployed them was even more mysterious than the number he had. He put guys up here, I think he might have had a couple up here. He definitely had some down here and some down here. He basically put them like on all corners of my base. Um, Bad plan. Just no, don't do that. Um, what was so bad about that? Well, a couple things. There's no reason to break into so many places. Like up here, like don't attack both of those. If you're gonna attack up there, just attack one. You don't need to have two holes. Like as you can see, he took out the corner. He took out the corner. Not needed. Um, Same sort of thing with down here. No need to attack all these points. Maybe I'm trying to figure out, like, the weird thing is I'm trying to figure out what he was planning on doing if those wall breakers had worked. They obviously didn't. But if they had worked, was he gonna like maybe spread out his goblins a lot more? That would have been a decent plan. To spread out your goblins to come in from many sides. What really kills the goblins is splash damage, and you saw the mortar did good splash. And if they hadn't done that, they probably would have taken all of the elixir. So I think his plan, well, his plan might have been, and the best plan he could have done after that initial bad wall breaker opening is if they had succeeded, bring in the goblins from all sides. Wow, I have a hard time remembering the name goblins at times. Okay, other than that, let's review some recent changes in our base. Those are all the recent attacks. As you can tell up top, we've got 9 hours worth of shield left. And we've got a good amount of resources, and we've got a free builder. So let's look at what we want to do. So, off video, I upgraded this guy, so this is now maximum at level 8. Cannot upgrade it any further. This was level 7 before. So it is now caught up to the gold storage. It doesn't cost very much to upgrade the elixir, but it takes a decent amount of time, so I think it took about 8 hours to do. Future upgrades. I want to upgrade this barracks once more. I think that's 6 hours? 10 hours. So it can build wall breakers as well. That'll be helpful. Other than that, before I hit my next town hall level, or before it finishes, I guess, I also want to upgrade this, which is going to be 100,000 gold. I don't want to upgrade that anymore. I can't upgrade this. I can't upgrade any defenses. I'm not sure if I could upgrade this. No, I don't. I can't upgrade this, and I don't want wizards. I am very anti-wizard. I mean, they're good in very few circumstances. I'll just say it, I guess. Wizards, don't try to build them. They are bad. They're expensive. They're relatively low health. They're high DPS, but they're expensive and slow to train. 10 minutes, just like the balloons. Their DPS is very good, but they're weak enough that you're only going to get like good use out of them when you combine them with lots of other infantry. So take that as my one note. That is one time they're going to be good. If you mix them in with lots of other infantry. Why? Because then you distract all the turrets, and especially the splash, with other things. Putting them unsupported just means they die. Okay, yes, so I finished that. Our upgrade finished. So I can't upgrade this, but I would like to. This is going to be one of my first upgrades when I get my Town Hall upgrade finished. But we finished our wall breakers. I did not use the elixir glitch that I mentioned in the previous video. So we could start Goblin upgrade. I probably will in a minute. Let's look at our other options though. So, as I mentioned, basically no options to upgrade. So we could spend the worker doing this for 10 hours it was, or we could save up some gold, or we can, and in this case, because it doesn't require a worker, we can also start goblins. So I'm going to save up the gold for the clan castle upgrade, and I'm also going to start the goblin one right now. So, bam, there that goes. We had reviewed the stats on that in the previous video, so if you're curious what that is, you can pause it in that really fast time I went through, or go look at the previous videos. Okay, so that started 12 hours. You're off. I could start this upgrade right now, but I'm planning on doing some raiding shortly. I'll show you my army composition. I don't have a particular target planned out for this, so no revenge matches, although I'll go check them after I shut this video off. But we're going to go with 10 balloons, which is our biggest balloon attack yet. Giants for distraction, barbarians and archers for, ooh, that slides, I didn't know that. Barbarians and archers for distracting clan castle guys and killing them, and goblins for helping clean up resources at the end. So that's going to be our composition for the next video when I'm going to be attacking. Hope you guys enjoyed this base defense attack review video. Please check out Reddit. There's a link in the description of this video. I think there's a lot of great content on there you guys would appreciate. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, and thanks, and see you guys next time. Bye.